Good morning, everybody. How y'all doing today? Hope you're doing well. Yeah, I decided not to do my exercises and so forth. I had a bit of a rough night last night. I'm not too sure if it's because I kind of pushed myself a little bit yesterday with my exercises, or if it's because of this new insulin regimen that the doctor is putting me on, or what the deal, or maybe combination. I'm not too sure. But yeah, I've been having some highs and lows. So I decided, and this morning I've definitely been having some lows. So I don't want to risk it, even though my sugar is climbing right now because of what I've just ate, ate and drank. Hitting the peanut butter sandwiches quite a bit. I love peanut butter sandwiches. I've actually missed those with not being able to eat gluten for so many years. But if anything, this is a good opportunity for you all to see little Miss Possum here. Yeah, I know. She's been really hanging around Mommy quite a bit, especially since Mommy is eating all this yummy, yummy food. She wants it. But yeah, and I definitely found out she likes peanut butter, but yeah, I don't know if cats can have peanut butter or not, so I have to look that one up. So yeah, she's definitely drawn to that. But anyway, yeah, I figure I would just pop up here and just do a little morning message this way. Nice little intimate sort of situation with us, and of course, little Miss Possum here is nice and cozy. And she, of course, loves cuddling with mommy, aside from eating food. Yeah, I think what I was thinking what I would do is give you all some advice, especially for those of us who might be dealing with medical conditions, or if you're not dealing with medical conditions. This is something that you can do for yourself, help protect yourself in case you, oh, there she goes, in case you ever run into an emergency situation. Okay, like maybe if you get into a car accident, or heaven forbid if that ever happened, or whatever, or maybe you have some sort of episode, maybe if you're out walking or whatever. Yeah, something that could help you in the future. Hopefully, everybody, if anywhere you go, you do have your cell phone with you. However, that might not be accessible or something at any particular moment. So, this is something that I recommend that everybody do, and it's something I've done for years, and it actually did come in handy for me about 6 years ago, something like that, when I wasn't feeling well, and someone did have to call an ambulance for me. So what I recommend that you all do is just do up a little card. It doesn't have to actually be on cardstock. It could be on regular paper or what have you. Maybe get it laminated or whatever. Do up an emergency card. Okay, and just a little business side, 3.5 by 2. Okay, so it'd be 3.5 this way, two that way, inches. Okay, for those who are on the metric system. But yeah, just a little business card size, okay? If you want to, you could do it as a fold over, so it would be 3.5 by 4. So in that way, you're accounting for that extra space with the fold over, and you can print it up at home. It doesn't have to be fancy or anything, but just have emergency information on that card. Keep it behind your driver's license. Keep it with you at all times. Like if you did decide, if you're a woman and you don't want to be carrying your pocketbook with you, obviously, if you're out on a walk or whatever, but you might carry your ID with you. Keep that card always behind your driver's license. And the reason why I say keep it behind your driver's license is whenever paramedics are called, or some sort of emergency people are called, one of the first things they're going to look for is some sort of identification. Okay, so once they find your identification, they pull it out. Oh, there's something else behind here that has in big bold letters, possibly in red, that says emergency. Bam. Okay, maybe I should pull this out. Now, the reason why I recommend doing that as opposed to, keeping your cell phone open or what have you. A lot of times, emergency people, they may not think to actually go into your cell phone to maybe find, somebody that they can call or whatever, like your husband or a family member or what have you. Or, Either that, um, or your cell phone may die. Okay, let's how many times does that happen to us? Or your cell phone might be locked, and you may and I know that emergency people have told me in the past, oh, in case your cell phone is locked, where you can put into your cell phone in case it's locked, you might put in there, in case this phone is lost, please call this number. Okay, instead of putting that, you could put, okay, in case of emergency, you can put somebody in their contact information. But then again, of course, number one, somebody actually has to think to do that, and number two, if your cell phone's dead, you're screwed. So if you do an emergency card and keep it right there behind your wallet, I mean your identification, it's going to be found. Okay, so what sort of information should you put up on there? Medical information, if you have any medical conditions, emergency contact people, also any allergens that you have, any medications that you're on. And you can use 9-point font. 9-point font will be large enough for anybody, should be large enough for anybody to be able to see it. Obviously, if at least a normal person, if somebody does need reading glasses or whatever, then they should still be able to see it, even with a magnifying glass. But yeah, no, don't go any less than 8-point font. Preferably 9-point font. But yeah, put that sort of information on there. If you have a heart monitor, if you have any implants or what have you, like for instance my sensor, my glucometer sensor, definitely want to make sure you put something like that down, because if say for instance I'm out there and I have a heart attack and and they want to put the paddles on, oops, that's electrical shock. Okay, because it is an electronic device, it could wind up having an electrical shock because of it. But if it's in big letters, and so on and so forth, oh, okay, we know that we have an issue. It could possibly have an issue here. So yeah, I definitely recommend that you do that. And the reason why I bring it up, because like I said, I've always had it, and then it's like, obviously with everything that's happened with me here recently, I'm like, you know what, I really need to update information, and I'm actually doing a fold over card, so that way I have everything listed out and so forth. But if you have that information readily available, because let's face it, you're a complete stranger to these people when they show up, or if you're taken to a hospital, maybe you're going to a hospital that doesn't have all that information already on file for you. They're not going to be checking, with area hospitals to find out if you have any allergens and so forth. You get administered, say, morphine, and you have an allergy to morphine. They give you morphine. Oops. Yeah, all it's doing is creating more of a dangerous situation for you. So that's why I recommend that you do something like that. Then that way it's something that's written down. Yeah, you can save it as a file, update it as need be, but at least in that way it's something that's readily available, easy to find, and it can possibly help save your life. Okay, and like I said, having that emergency contact information, family members, people that you live with, or what have you. Even put down, hey, call this person because they're the one who's going to be taking care of my fur baby while I'm sick in the hospital, or what have you. Okay, and it most likely will be people who have instructions on what to do in case of emergency anyway. So, all right. Hope this information helps you. If it does, like this video, and also subscribe to this channel if you like the information that's coming out. Hit those notification buttons so you know when new videos are coming out. Also share it, because this is definitely useful information for everybody. So make sure you share it with everybody that you know. Also, little promo here. Go up on my website, thenovemberstudio.com, and make sure check out those calendars and those sticker collections, and that way you can be all nice and creative. I know, I love designing, creating my calendars, the different layouts for the week and so forth. So anyway, I will talk to you all this afternoon with a card reading. All right, love you all.